Hi everyone, it's Needlecraft Danny and I'm back for flosstube number 5. It's been a week since I last saw you, so it's the 1st of July. There are a few challenges starting today. I'm participating in one of them. But I will talk about that later in plans. First I have my WIP update, some plans, and again some haul. Yeah. Let's get started. But first, thank you everyone for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. I'm really happy about that. So at least someone is interested in what I'm doing, because my boyfriend is not. I mean, he's listening. He's listening when I'm telling him something, but you just can't see. It's not his thing. He's just that into cross stitch. So thank you that at least some of you seem to like it. And yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope this one you will like too. So yeah, let's get started. This week I did not work on as many WIPs as I used to in other weeks. That's just the way it is, I think. I did want to get some progress on some WIPs, so yeah, I couldn't do everyone. Yeah, let's get started. First WIP is my dragon. I can show you how it's supposed to look like, because I finished half of it. Let's see if I can do it without you showing where I am now. Yeah, I can do that. That's what it's supposed to look like. Number 1 is done. The second one is next to him. And I first show you a picture of where it was last time. So there's that. And this is where I am now. The thread is still in. I nearly finished his nose. There's like, I think 5 or 6 rows missing, and then I can finish his jawline and his tongue, and then I'm going to the body. I only stitched on this during my lunch break, or when I did not have something to do at work. I did not work on this one at home at all. Not even the thread, finishing up the thread. I just had other projects at home, and this one's great for traveling because it's only one color. I only have to take one single color. So yeah, that's probably the reason why I have it with me all the time, or most times at work. And yesterday I had a great stitching day at work. It was just nothing to do. I think I stitched 3 hours straight at work. Really cool. I take it if I get it. And that's what I did. So yeah, good progress on this one. I would have loved to finish his face, or at least the nose, before I show you, but my boyfriend went off to sports, so I did not want to sit around doing the dragon first and then maybe still be editing or even filming when he's back. So that's that. That's my dragon. My lunchtime stitching. This is stitched on 14 count wide Ada, 2/1. Yeah. So next thing. I showed you last time. It's the Joyful World Cell by the Snowflower Diaries on her blog. I will link the blog below. So it's a free pattern, and there's also a Facebook group where all the patterns are in as well. So this is July, or Juli in Germany. I'm missing one color. It's now ordered. I had problems getting it at my German shop. So I decided to order it at Lakeside Needle Art. It will be on its way. I hopefully get it this week. But this is my July piece, and yeah, I will edit to get a photo in where it was last time because I forgot again. This is July, so the color missing is missing in all of the corners. For I think 6 stitches in every corner, or 8. Doesn't matter. The rest is finished except for up here. Stems of those flowers are in this missing color as well. It's Corn Husk by Gentle Art Sample. I'm stitching it in all of the called for colors, and I just love it. It's so beautiful and so colorful. And yeah, I now have to look for a frame, and then this will be definitely up somewhere in my home. Just love it. Yeah, that's that. Next one, I think. Oh, I did not tell you. It's stitched on 32 count Belfast linen in Silvery Moon, 2/2, and this one was kind of a premiere for me. It was the first time I stitched on linen. It was the first time I stitched over 2. And it was the first time I stitched with hand-dyed threads. So, quite a cool piece. And I really love it. It's looking really small and like a really fast project. It kind of is, especially in comparison to all of my other WIPs. But there's still going some time in there. But I love it. It's just, every time you put another color in, you see so much progress. Especially because I worked the big colors first. Yeah, but I love it. And looking forward to getting started in August. So that's this one. And then we go to Colorado Mountains. This is Colorado Mountains by Golden Kite. It's supposed to look like this, and I have now finished one column. I first show you a picture where it was last time, here. And now I can show you the column I've done. There are a lot of pocket threads now in. Here's the column. Okay. Can I do it right? That's perfect. Okay, so the column I did is going approximately up until here, and like cutting the very small bit of the mountain. But I reached the mountain. This side of the mountain is really dark. There's a lot of blended threads, and this blended threads is with 310, so it's really dark. But especially the sky is turning out quite nice. I was really skeptical about the sky when I did like the first few rows, but because they were like greenish. The first few rows were really green, but in the complete piece, I think it will look great. So yeah, looking forward for some more progress on this one. But as I told you in my last video, I'm trying out a rotation for July, and in that rotation this piece will be visiting not till the end of July, and I'm not even sure if it will then. So yeah, I hope, but you never know. This one is stitched 25 count even weave, white even weave, 2/1 half stitches. This is the piece I restarted because I first did 2/1 full crosses and it was too bulky, especially with all the confetti. So it's now 2/1/2 stitches, and it's perfect coverage. There you can't see the fabric through, so perfect. Yeah, too much stuff. Next thing I worked on is another golden kite. It's the Norwegian ship and the sail, the small edition. I show you a picture where it was last time first, over here. And then I show you where I am now. For this one, I had hoped to get the column done as well, but my big roll. But the problem with this one, I did a good progress. I'm really happy with what I did. Problem with this one, there are so many blended threads in there. And especially in the sky, it does not make that much difference for me, you know? So I'm doing like 3 or 4 strands and I don't want to anymore. It's just really getting on my nerves with all those blended threads. I did like half of a column is done. Column stops right here. So it's good progress. But it's a lot of work compared to other pieces to get a column done here compared to others. This one will be one of my challenges for July. I tell you about later on, and maybe I'll show you again. So I will be making quite some progress during the next month. I hope so, if I complete the challenge. Yeah, but it's just more work than others. So that's the reason why I didn't get the column done. I might have had the time, but just too much. There's too much going into it. Yeah. Then, last WIP for the week. It's... I have too much stuff lying around. It's my Vera kit, the Lilac Fairy. I started this one exactly 3 weeks ago. I just looked it up. And now I show you a picture of where I was last time, here. And because it's my favorite WIP, I did a lot of work on this one. And I loved every minute. This is where it is now. So, I finished up all of those red and lilac flowers over here. And I started with the blue ones. I did the back stitching over here to get a frame around it. And yeah, I did a lot of the background. At the moment I'm stitching 2 strands of floss because I start with a loop start. It's like the length of 1 strand of floss put in half. So 2 of those I put in the flowers over here. Then I do 1 strand of floss for the background to get a bit down with this one. And then, if possible, if everything around us is around there is stitched, I'm backstitching the frame. So there's a stopping point right here, and there's my stopping point right here, because I just don't have any much more that I can stitch on. But I'm so happy with this piece. That's 14 count Ada provided in the kit. It's a lilac Ada, and the main design, the main piece, you stitch 2/1 and the background you're stitching 1/1, so it really pops out without the back stitching, which is really cool. So now I'm missing a little bit around here for this row, and otherwise I could start back stitching this one. There's the start of her wing, of this wing, and here of the other swirl. And there are a lot more flowers going on. Yeah, so that's Lilac Fairy by Vera. And I have my first haul over here. Can I try it? This is my first ever needle minder, which is holding now my pucked threads. I got it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. That's Kingfisher, I think it was. Yeah, it's my first needle minder, and I now have some other haul on the way because this one is blocked over here because it has to hold my pucked threads, so I need some more. I hope they will be getting here, yeah, next week maybe. That would be cool. Yeah, there we go. And I told you last time about the about the haul that should be coming from 1 2 3 stitch. I filmed on Monday as well, and it should have been here at Friday. I wasn't home, so I did not get it, and I went there Monday in the morning, and I think Monday at 12 or something like that, they called. It's now there, and I got it. But I will show you in the haul section first. I tell you a bit about my plans. Because it's now July, and there are 2 challenges starting for me. I'm participating in 2 of them. The first one is in the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group. It's the 90 days challenge, so stitch on a project, at least 1 stitch every day. You can do as much as you like to do. You have to do at least 1. I decided to go with Heaven and Earth Designs, my only one for the moment. It's the mini winter rose. I did like 1 strand of floss in there. This will be stitched 28 count 2/1 half stitches, artwork by Rachel Anderson. And yeah, it's a mini, so it's not that big, but it's big enough. My plan is to do 100 stitches a day. That, if I continue with this and finish the challenge, would be a great progress on this one. It's the plan. I don't know if I can get through with it, especially with my boyfriend wanting my attention as well sometimes. So we'll see, and I'll see how it goes with counting. I never did, or I never counted my stitches. So yeah, as soon as I finish this video and edited it and uploaded it, I will get started on this challenge. This is where I am now. As I said, 1 strand of floss. Not that much. So let's take this one again. Not that much progress. Oh, sorry. There it is. Yeah, I think I'm already in the second column because I'm doing half stitches. I don't have to be careful about my direction of stitches. I just adjust it so that I'm not getting any problems. With full crosses, the way I do my crosses, so from left bottom to right top, right bottom to left top, I have to be quite careful to work top to bottom, otherwise it's getting more complicated. And yeah, so this is Mini Winter Rose. You should see some progress next week because I'm stitching on her every day and my goal is every day 100 stitches. As I said, first time trying to count. I'm trying to like put down how much I stitch every day and then we'll see. So I have a rotation sheet over here. Oh no, I first tell you about the second challenge. That's better, I think. Second challenge I'm doing with the Golden Kite Norwegian ship and the sail, the small versions. As I said before, the second challenge is stitching the Tour de France. So every day of the Tour de France, which will be starting on Saturday, the 6th of July, you're stitching as many stitches as they do kilometers. So on the first day, for example, it's 192 stitches. With a lot of blended threads for me. So yeah, and it's stopping at the 28th of July. You have 2 rest days in there, so you can play catch up if you don't get it done on the day before or the days before. Yeah, so it's starting on Saturday with 192 stitches. So on Monday you should see a little bit of progress on Norwegian ship and the sail as well. So for my rotation, I showed you last time already, so I just go really quickly through. I put everywhere mini winter rose, MBR, and Norwegian ship and the sail, where I have to stitch on those. So mini rose every time and Norwegian ship on the sail only during the Tour de France challenge. And then on working days, I just put one little project in. This week, this will be my dragon. The dragon will stay lunchtime stitching for the whole month. And this week, additionally, if I have stitching time left after the challenges, this will be the project to go to. On my weekends, I'm working in shifts. So this week, my weekend is on Wednesday and Thursday. So my weekend. On my weekends, I'm doing the challenges as well. And then I'm doing, if till then, which I doubt highly, my Gentle Art Sampler thread will be there for the July piece of Joyful World Cell. I'm stitching the July, or finished the July piece. Otherwise, I'm getting started on August, if my soul plays. Hello. Thank you. This will be the August piece. I'm missing some of the colors as well. They should be coming with the other ones, but there are some colors I already have and I can get started with. Not the border, which is kind of sad. I would have liked to start with the border. But I have some of those, so I can get started. There are some lazy daisies in there. I never stitched them. So before getting to this one, I kind of have to find out how to do lazy daisies, but I'm sure I can do it. Yeah, so that's for my weekend. That's the Joyful World Cell. And if I finish the August piece with all the colors I have on my weekend, and the other colors won't come in. Oh, I forgot to bring it. I just realized. I'm doing another full coverage piece. The only 2 pieces I couldn't fit in all of my categories were Colorado Mountains, which I already showed you before. This one. And another Golden Kite, which I forgot. And I'll be back in a second. And the other piece is also a Golden Kite. It's the Chimney Sweep. I did not work on this for quite some time. I show you where it is at the moment. I'm doing this one, Extreme Cross Country. So this is where I am. And this is my go-to project if I finish my weekend plans really, really early. And then I will be doing this one. because I put the Colorado Mountains and the Chimney Sweep into a tiny decisions wheel and just flipped it for the weekends which one to take. Yeah, that's my plans for July. I think I told you everything. Yeah, that's it. So let's get to haul. As I showed you, the needle minder, the Kingslayer needle minder, was already in the package from 1 to 3 stitch, which I waited so patiently, which I finally got on Monday in the afternoon. I picked it up before work, so I came home, I think, at 10 p.m. from work, and then I couldn't because I had such a headache. I just lay on the couch, took some tablets, took some pills, and just lay there and slept. And then I got up to go to my bed to sleep. So nothing done on Monday. So I opened it up Tuesday in the morning, and the needle minder was in there. I started using it, and then there was all the stuff I need for my Raven Queen. I did not check if it fits on the fabric. I hope I can do it somewhat this month, because I already have my rotation plan for July, so I won't start anything new. It doesn't matter that much if it's not fitting on the fabric. So, for the Raven Queen, there are 3 Karen water lilies required. There we go. This one is Midnight, Periwinkle, and Monsoon. I never had Karen water lilies, and they are so soft. Oh my god. Really cool. Really looking forward to stitch with them. And yeah, I like them. And the colors as well. Just especially the Midnight one. It's not as variegated as the other 2, but I just love darker colors. So yeah, those are my Karen water lilies required for the Raven Queen. There is some Whisper thread required. If I remember the chart correctly, it's only required for backstitching, but I thought, well, it's my first Mirabilia. I now have some others, I know, but it's my first Mirabilia, and I want to do it correctly, or yeah, as charted. So Whisper in black, Whisper 99, I think. Yeah, quite fuzzy. And I don't know how I find the start of this one, but I'll find out. Then I got the Krennics needed. I should have put them out. I got those Krennics. There we go. Wow. That's working so good. Yeah, that's working. I have the cable 002P, 150V, 9294, and 202 HL. I realized, because I already got my Royal Games Krennics, the 202 HL I already had, so I now have it twice, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, that's my Krennic. I also got some invisible thread for the beads. The Wonder invisible thread, nylon thread. I also got some beading needles. I didn't bring them. Those are needles, so yeah, got them too. And to practice beading, I got myself a Mill Hill kit, Winter Holiday, the holiday flamingo. I have a friend who's really into flamingos, so I thought, well, I want to stitch some of this, one of those molehill kits just to practice beading. Someday it will be Christmas. I can gift it to her then. And it's been on clearance. So 3 good points for this one. I read the instructions. I think I can do the stitching. Thereafter it's getting complicated. But we'll see. This one was in there as well. And another chart. Gwen, the Bewitching Pixies by Nora Corbett. I think I want to have all of them. That's my start. I don't know whenever I get to it. But it's gorgeous. I love the green in the dress. So it's a bit greener on the chart than it is over here. But wow, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's this package. Then I got, I ordered, I think 1.5 weeks after I ordered everything for my Raven Queen. I decided I wanted to do the twisted band sampler. With all the specialities, I can't pronounce this word. I will put it below because I really can't pronounce it. The specialty stitches, wow. I butchered every time and it's not working. So I got a chart for the twisted band sampler. Wow. Yeah. For the twisted band sampler with all the explanations for those stitches, you know which ones I mean. And so I did not want to stitch it with the Vera soie, but not with DMC as well. So I got myself the Dinky Dies. 2 of them weren't in stock at 1 to 3 stitch, so they were sent out 2 days after the rest. I got those already. The whole package is still at customs, so I got 2 of them. There are 2 of them which were sent out late. Isn't that great to live in Germany? So this one is Ironbark, and this one is Ironbark. Sorry, this one is Ironbark, and this one's Chestnut. They are in the middle of my sampler, so not getting started with this one yet. I plan to do it on a 32 count linen, white opalescent. I think that will look great. Whenever I get to it. Maybe I'll start with the first band because it's cross stitching. I can do that, and then I'll see. Maybe test stitching with some DMC colors or something like that, and then going to the rest. I forgot to show you last time. A bit prior my birthday, I think on the 14th of June. Sorry, had a sale, and I have some charts that I wanted to have. So on Heaven and Earth Designs, I really wanted to have, so I got them, and I got some more. So I got myself 5 charts. I printed them yesterday, and I did not print the whole thing because some of them have 168 pages. That's why I printed the cover page, all the instructions, and the first row of pages. So the upper row. And yeah, let's get to them. The first one is Mini Magic Mirror. I always liked this one, and then I saw it stitched, and that was the time when I got it. Yeah. I have 4 pages of the chart because it's 4 pages wide. Yeah, like this one. Mini Magic Mirror by Anne Stokes. And then I have artwork by Amy Brown. It's the Memory of Wings. Same with this one. It's a bigger one, but it's so gorgeous. I don't think you can see the skeleton of her wing. It's so gorgeous. Really looking forward. It's really light chart in the upper pages, even if the picture does not look as light, but it's just getting so dark in her dress that will be the reason. So next one. This one, like my boyfriend likes as well. It's another Anne Stokes, and it's the Dragon Dancer. There's a mini available as well, and I decided to go with the bigger one because I want to have all the detail on this one. Yeah, so that's Dragon Dancer. Then we have artwork by Daniel Askridge. It's battle. 2 ships battling each other, and even in the first row of pages you get some of the ships. So, and the last one I got is a supersized Max Colors. It's the Cliffhanger. It's an Amy Stewart artwork, and oh my god, I love this piece. It's, especially in the first row of pages, it's so dark. Because the first row of pages is approximately over here. So, mostly black. But it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, looking forward. I'm stitching this one whenever I get to it. Doesn't matter. I just have them. Yeah, so those are my Heaven and Earth designs I got. And that's all of the haul. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's everything I wanted to tell you. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a wonderful week stitching. I hopefully be back on Monday. Normally, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. Normally, on Mondays we get up, my boyfriend goes to sports, and I start filming. Yeah, his gym is closed for July, so today's the last day he will be at sports. Maybe he's going in another gym for the time. I'm not sure, so I'm not sure if I can film next Monday or if it will be Tuesday or something. I definitely will make the time. Yeah, so see you next week, and happy stitching. Bye.